Well, good afternoon to you. After a crazy day in the J-League 24 hours ago, and the amazing scenes that we saw in the game between Kashiwa Reysol and the current league leaders and the champions as it stands right now of Japan Vissel Kobe, it is over to their main challengers, Sanfrecce Hiroshima, and whether or not they can put themselves into a better position at the end of this game than they were in at the end of last week's J-League fixtures. Vissel Kobe needed a stoppage time equaliser from Yoshinori Muto to earn them a 1-1 draw away at Kashiwa yesterday. They also managed to miss a penalty in stoppage time as well, but that's only half the story of what went on there. But I'm certain the penalty miss was greeted with huge roars around everyone concerned with Sanfrecce Hiroshima. And then the dismay when Muto's goal stood after a lengthy VAR review. And so as it stands right now, the race for the J-League will go down to the wire no matter what. For Sanfrecce Hiroshima to be part of the race on the final day, they must either draw or win today. If they win, they will go a point behind Vissel Kobe. A draw will leave them a point behind, level on points with MEIJI YASUDA. And let's not forget the opponents today, because it's a sad day for Consadole Sapporo. Promoted back to the J-League in 2016. Results yesterday went against them, and they were officially relegated from the top flight. Although, in truth, it has been hanging over them and coming for the last few weeks. They had put a little run together that suggested they could claw their way away from the foot of the table. Too many draws, not enough wins will mean that Mihailo Petrovic's side will be playing in J2 next season. So today, it's all about these players and the supporters of Sanfrecce Hiroshima in this magnificent stadium that was opened at the start of this season, the EDION Peace Wing. They are hoping to crown their first season here with a first J-League in its modern format. Oh, there was not a ticket to be had for love nor money for this game. Unsurprisingly, given what is at stake, they've chosen the wrong time to have a blip in form after a tremendous 3 or 4 month period where they hardly put a foot or head wrong. They've lost the last 3. They have to arrest that slide today. They have to at least draw to have a chance on the final day. No matter what, the race for the title will be in the hands of the champions Vissel Kobe, thanks to Yoshinori Muto's late finish at Kashiwa Reysol 24 hours ago. Mihailo Petrovic knows all about this place. Well, not this stadium itself, of course, this is new, but he knows all about Hiroshima. It's where it all started for him in Japan. And so it gives us an opportunity to take a check on the 2 slides. There's not wholesale changes from Mikael Skiba, considering the recent run of form. The only change today means that there's a complete change around in the way that the side lines up. Shiotani returns to defence, Nakano to the right-hand side of midfield. Mutsuki Kato drops a little deeper, because Gonzalo Paciencia, the Portuguese player, returns as the leader of the front line for Sanfrecce. It just means a reorganisation of where the players are. The only player who drops out of the side for this game. It's an interesting selection, really, from the manager, but Paciencia returning for Naota Arai. Well, Kochiri Fukushima is the man in charge, and will have help from Masuya Ueda and Isao Nishihashi, should they be required, and my oh my were they required yesterday in that game at Kashiwa. Takanori Sugeno, as always, keeps goal, the veteran for Consadole. they make just the one change themselves as well, with club captain Takuma Arano dropping out in midfield. It means there's a return for Yuya Asano, who has been in and out this season really with injury problems, but has always been one of the key performers, and really is the one key performer remaining from the side that did so well over the course of the entertaining campaign the season before this one. Well, the room for error has been minimal for weeks. Sanfrecce Hiroshima have chosen the wrong time to lose games after one of the best runs we've seen in recent history in the J-League. Today, they know if they are to be able to breathe down the necks of Vissel Kobe on the final day, they must win against a side that has just been relegated from the J-League without kicking a ball yesterday. Sho Sasaki and his side have got to show fortitude and character. The sort of character that led them on that massive winning run that they went on. A huge unbeaten run, the longest we've seen in the J-League this season. Time to get down to business. It's the final home game for Sanfrecce Hiroshima, who get us underway against Hokkaido Consadole Sapporo side, just relegated from the Japanese top flight after 8 seasons in J1. It's back to J2 for them next season. This game, the focus very much on whether or not Hiroshima can take their challenge for the title to the final day. That's a bundling effort, trying to dribble his way through. There's a challenge on the edge of the penalty area, which the referee is happy with, and Suga it is who gets the ball away. Musuki Kato felt he was fouled here. Not there. He feels he beats that challenge okay. And then when he gets into the penalty area here, he felt there was a foul in there. You could see there was contact on the ball, which went back onto Kato. Shunki Higashi is waiting for the all clear to take the corner from the referee. That all clear is given now. Can they get off to the best possible start, the home side? Well, it was Sasaki who was coming in. There's a mad scramble for the ball inside the penalty area, and the final effort from Nakano straight into the arms of Sugeno. There was a little bit of illegal contact on the goalkeeper, who didn't like that, and therefore made the referee evident of it. It was very minimal contact in all truth, but once you go into the goalkeeper's zone like that, you are always going to concede a free kick. He's 40 now, Takanori Sugeno. Don't think he expected to be first pick this year, maybe, for Petrovic's side. An amazing record that he's got. The longest serving manager in the J-League. No one has taken charge of more J-League games. And of course, this is where it all started for him in Japan back in 2006. That's a lovely little ball that's threaded through and on across the face of goal and cleared away. Really important touch, because Kato was waiting to turn home the ball. It was a lovely little ball that was threaded forward by Tolgai Arslan and delivered across goal by Masumoto. Good start this by the home side. The last corner led to a mad scramble. This one's been taken a little differently. It won't come to Masumoto, it will come to Kawabe. Tolgai Arslan played a little further forward last week, asked to come from deeper today. That pass from Higashi won't find him. Masumoto again. That's nice. Kawabe. And the strike, slipping as he hit it on the turn, was from Paciencia. That's a ball for Musashi Suzuki to run in behind. Forward by Kawabe. Nakano with a throw. Kato. Won't come for Higashi. And brought away by Leo Osaki. It's a lovely ball that's delivered long downfield. Suzuki. Nice little chop back. Costa delivered straight at Sanfrecce shirt. Okamura doing well. Suga. Osaki. Now that's really well won. An opportunity for Paciencia, who was fouled by Daiichi Okamura. And it's a yellow card as well. Clever play from Paciencia. You'd expect him to be okay. He started like a train, really. The Paciencia, on arriving in Japan, he lost his way a little since then, lost his starting place as well. Kawabe with the free kick. Sasaki, Shiotani, Araki, all inside the penalty area. They've got out of the blocks really quickly here of the home side. Now looking to get themselves in front. Paciencia probably coming from an offside position, which is why he just elected not to go for that ball. Kawabe again. No one wanted to make the run into the channel for him. Paciencia was a little on his heels. That's a lovely ball. Tolgay Arslan. Nicely done again. Nakano's in a really good position there through the middle, but ball won't find him from Paciencia. Kawabe. Araki. Netani. It's been all Sanfrecce the opening 7 minutes. Can they maintain these levels on a testing day for them physically and mentally? Ball by Sasaki. Was helped on by Masumoto, but no one there to head it on to. And so the charge downfield comes from Tomoki Kondo. Kawabe's put in a very busy few minutes at the start of this game. He's been everywhere. It's a foul on Tolgay Arslan. Nakamura just needs to be a little careful there. A little swipe at the German's heels, having just been cautioned by the referee. Higashi. Oh, it's a lovely ball, and the chance, and the goal is scored by Musuki Kato. It's the start that Sanfrecce Hiroshima would have dreamed of. And their electrifying start to this game is rewarded. The ball to him was delightful, and the finish matched it as well. Sapporo never really reacted to the quick free kick. And once it was moved left, that is just a peach of a ball. As good a little swinging cross you will see from Higashi. And the finish to match from Kato. Everything that Michael Schibber would have wanted for his side. Perfect. Well, that will get rid of any nerves that there may have been in the stands. There certainly have been any on the pitch so far. Oh, that's brilliant from Tolgay Arslan. Oh, the little thread. Was looking for Kawabe, who maybe didn't quite read it, but also maybe just had a little too much on it as well. How quick the closing down here. It's won by Masumoto. Kato's shot, Paciencia can't quite get there. Away by Okamura. Swarming at the moment all over this Consadole defence. Paciencia. Higashi. His little thread was well spotted and cut out by Komai. They might just want to slow the game down a little here, the visitors. They've been caught up in a storm, really. Brilliant start from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. It's a ball that's delivered by Asano, looking for Daiki Suga. A little too much on it. He led Sanfrecce Hiroshima to the J2 crown back in 2008. Did Mikhailo Petrovic. Maybe laid the foundations for everything that's happening at the club now. Winners, of course, of the J-League Cup. A couple of years back. Important toe there from Park. That's a decent ball. Aoki is looking for Asano, away by Sasaki. Here's Kondo. Seyababa. He got underneath the shot in the end. Saw him a lot in his first appearances in the J-League as a central midfielder. He settled more into the back three this season. He's contributed a couple of goals. First sign we've had of Keisuke Osako. 12 minutes into the game. It's towards Paciencia. Okamura with the header. Higashi. Tall guy again, trying that little flick, didn't quite come off for him. Sasaki will go back to his goalkeeper. It's Leo Osaki with the header. Park. Komai. Okamura. This is the first little passage really that they've managed to get the ball down and play it around, although that pass won't find Suzuki from Asano. Sasaki. Long and straight for Higashi. It's a stunning take by Higashi. And Paciencia's effort is charged down. What a touch that was from Shunki Higashi. Supplier of the ball for the first goal, the goal in the game so far, and supplier of maybe the best touch of the J-League season so far, to take that ball down out of the sky over his shoulder. Suzuki turning well. The foul has actually gone the way of Sapporo here. It did almost seem as though Suzuki lost possession, then seemed to collide with the Sapporo player, catching Tolgay Arslan. How about this for a touch? It's that sort of touch that makes these players different than those mere mortals. Appreciated by the crowd, appreciated by us all watching. Touch of the season, that. The ball for the goal might be the ball of the season as well. Now can there be a response from Consadole? Aoki with the delivery. It's away by Masumoto. Sako will take his time. Can't even imagine the emotions that were going through the players' minds yesterday. Quite often try to switch off from watching games directly related to them in a race for the title. Of course, Vissel Kobe have been through it all before. Sanfrecce, it is new. Imagine the players, if they were watching. Vissel Kobe were behind in the game for more than 90 minutes of actual play. Such was the crazy nature of it, going behind in the 5th minute of the game. Got all the way through to the 95th minute before the penalty was missed by Yuya Osaka, of all people, skying it over the bar. He then hit the post. Then we had the Muto goal. It was called out for offside. The replay showed it to be okay. Just had to check that VAR got the same response as what we thought it was. They did. And so after 100 minutes, the game finished all square. Crazy, crazy scenes. And the reactions of the Vissel Kobe players suggested they knew straight away that whilst it didn't mean they'd won the title, it meant that it was still very much theirs to lose. They know that if they win on the final day, no matter what, they will be champions. If they don't, well, it will be Sanfrecce on Machida Zelvia. Machida, of course, looking to come up from J2 and win J1 at the first attempt. Match what Kashiwa Reysol did those years ago. The game just starting to settle into a pattern now after that rip-roaring start from the home side, and Consadole just started to come back into it a little bit. Here's Baba Asano. He's being forced away from goal. He's being forced off the ball as well by Tolgay Arslan. That's a ball for Paciencia. The goalkeeper comes. Heck of a header as well. Could play centre half. The offside flag was up anyway. It's irrelevant in the great scheme of things, but another little box ticked for Takanori Sugeno. This ball this time has got a little too much on it. We'll run all the way through to Osako in the goal at the other end of this EDION Peace Wing Stadium. The stadium that was officially opened at the start of this season in February. It was the 10th of February that they hosted Gambor Osaka in a pre-season friendly to officially cut the ribbon. And the first team to play a competitive game here were the team that beat them last week, Urawa. And whilst there are those that will enjoy playing here for years to come, that's one man who won't be. Toshihiro Ayoma, that's a ball that's on by Asano, and the shot is put wide by Suzuki. He was being challenged, but it's a heck of a chance. Homeside completely caught out by the long throw. Yuya Asano doing well. Suzuki, despite being in amongst a little bit of traffic, will know he should do better. Ball just sliding off his foot. Just before we saw that, we saw Toshihiro Ayoma in the stands. He's not as old as he, of course, at the age of 67, but at the age of 38, and with 443 J-League appearances behind him. This will be his final home game. He's announced his retirement. There will be a send-off for him at the end of the game, as there will be as well for Yoshifumi Kashiwa, who is moving on at the end of this season at the age of 37 himself. Forward by Baba. Again, just a little too much on it. It's a header by Suga. Sasaki. Araki. So it's a foul by Shuto Nakano. Just lent into Ryo Taioki. Not the hardest decision the referee will ever have to make. Had to get a little spurt on, did Osako, to get the ball downfield. Another is by Daiki Suga. Paciencia. The switch was good, but for once Higashi's touch let him down. Sasaki. Togai. Was looking in behind for Masamoto. He was being well marshalled though. Ball through to the goalkeeper Sugeno. We reached the midway point of the first half. Things going according to plan so far for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. We know a win will take them to within a point of Vissel Kobe. Significantly, it means that anything less than a win, if they win both their games, the home side here, Sanfrecce Hiroshima, this one, and then away at Gambor Osaka next week, and then Vissel Kobe will have to win on the final day. Skibber would say that it is up to Sanfrecce Hiroshima to make Vissel earn the championship. Strangely enough, even when the likes of Machida And Sanfrecce have been right up there on top of the league. That's a lovely little ball. It's cleared away by Osako. Vissel have always really been favourites, just given that they've done it over this ground and distance, as you'd call it. Did it last season. They have the experience. This tall guy. It's hit by Shiotani, and Shiotani's effort. No one there to try and turn the ball home. Didn't really get hold of it. He got hold of this though, Musuki Kato. It's such a good finish to such a good ball. 8 goals this season for him now. Nakano. Shiotani. Paciencia looks offside. Flag stays down for now. And now will go up. Just tried to make that little run in behind Okamura. Osako. Interesting day for him, Leo Osaki. No doubt he will have got some text messages from his old pals in Kobe, asking them for a favour. Found his way to Consadole, of course, via a little spell in the Middle East after that long period spent with Vissel. It will be difficult for the Consadole players. Once they're out on the field, it's probably okay, but the last 24 hours for them have been probably as miserable as it comes. Training and then travelling all the distance that they had to make to Hiroshima to prepare for this game, knowing that their relegation had been confirmed yesterday. It was out of their hands. Kawabe. Little high for Matsumoto. Sasaki's cross. In the end, the man coming in just was a little too physical. It was Hayakawabe. Just eyes focused entirely on the ball. Desperate to get on the end of it. He's one of the slighter players on the pitch in terms of his build and his makeup. Tried to grow another 20 centimetres or so to meet it like a big target man. Sort of ball that Sasaki would have feasted on, in truth. He who delivered the cross. Interesting whether or not Mikoskiwa feels that Sanfrecce have just stepped back a little after that very fast and frenetic start to the game. They're certainly not pressing as aggressively and as high now as they were at the start of the game. Nice turn by Asano. He's now turned into traffic though when he's gone back the other way. Ball will go for a throw for the home side. Sasaki will take. Sasaki battling for the ball. Kawabe. There's one player over there. It's Nakano. Cross is charged down by Daiki Suga. take the throw himself. It's away by Aoki. Nakano will take again. He, of course, that put them in front at Shonan Belmare a month and a half ago. The start of effectively what turned into that bad run of 3 straight defeats for Sanfrecce, which could be the results that cost them the title, depending on events today and next week. It's got that screamer from the right corner of the penalty area. Shonan Belmare turning it round, and then winning it, of course, in the 93rd minute of the game. Despite the best attempts of Musuki Kato, will run out of play. Well, he'll be content enough, won't he, at the moment? We'll know how important that second goal is. Tolgai is there, trying to provide it. Okamura and Osaki are in the way. This will come to Kawabe. Araki, Sasaki, Kawabe again. A super turn by Higashi, and a really good run by Hayao Kawabe. He's got Tolgai in the middle, he's well covered. Paciencia coming from deeper, and he's running into traffic. Well, they worked it really well, but credit to Consadole Sapporo. They closed the door on Sanfrecce there. Suzuki is very isolated at the other end. Support arriving now from Asano. Tomoki Kondo. Okamura is Osaki. Breaks down harmlessly. Well, last year Yuya Asano and co were scoring freely. They were the real entertainers of the J-League. 4-5s and 4-4s. Some crazy results. But whole host of departures later. Players that effectively couldn't be replaced. We were ripping teams apart down this right-hand side. Iwara, Tanaka, Asano, Kaneka as well. Players who did so well for them. That's nicely done. Making ground with Park, whose cross is cleared by Sasaki. Sasaki's challenge. That's Araki. Higashi will go back to his goalkeeper. Had some pace on it, the ball, but the touch of the goalkeeper, Osako, was good. Also far away from releasing Paciencia at the other end. Baba. Nowhere for Kondo to go. Unfortunate Tomoki Kando, of course, saw his side last season, Yokohama, relegated this season with Consadole. Park's cross towards Aoki. And the shot by Asano, always falling away as he hit the volley and rising high above the goal. Well, they've contributed a couple of moments now offensively to this game. They're here in numbers, as they always are, and despite the despair of relegation, always astounds you when you see the supporters of Consadole Sapporo come from the island of Hokkaido, the distances they travel across Japan to games. That's nice, that's Komai. Left by Suzuki, won't find Sia Baba. Just a few indications though that Sapporo are just starting to come more and more into this game. Osaki for Suzuki. Sano can't quite take the ball in. Foul is on Tolgai. Just moved Tolgai a little further forward in the last few minutes. There's Mika Skiba. Masamoto playing a little deeper, and Tolgai's charged forward now. The flag has stayed down. The referee has given the foul on him, but he's going to go back for an offside. They will just double check this, as it is a potential denial of a goal scoring opportunity. Check the replay to check the offside very quickly. Tight one, isn't it? I don't think there's too much doubt about that foul there by Leo Osaki. Once he pulled the arms on Tolgai. And so they just had to rubber stamp that he was offside to start with. As they say, it was pretty tight. But it is the potential red card for the denial of a goal scoring opportunity. Gonzalo Paciencia just made the little signal there as if to say this is tight. It's a very, very close one. But credit to the officials, they were very sharp on it. The arm is up to say that the offside was right, and Osaki will survive. Did look as though Tolgai had just gone fractions too early, but as Paciencia was suggesting, probably a bit closer than we all thought. Here's Sia Baba. He sees his run ended by Kawabe. Tolgai. Well, probably played for the free kick, didn't get it. The challenge was a firm one on him by Aoki. Tolgai has stayed down, plays continuing. Higashi, Masamoto, lovely take. Paciencia is all on his own, is the Portuguese. Masamoto back to help out. Tolgai is back on his feet. Pass away by Osaki. Just under 6 minutes to go till half-time. Suzuki. It's measured in their approach here. It's a nice turn by Yoshiaki Komai. Away by Araki. Okamura. Kondo's touch was a little under hit. That will run all the way through. It's nicely done by Komai. And he's cross delivered. It's cleared away well by Shiatani coming across. Just changing position today for him because of the injury to Arai. That's nicely done again. Kondo across the face of goal, and it's in! Beautiful finish by Musashi Suzuki. Well, they have been coming more and more into the game, and they have got themselves an equaliser, and that changes everything again. It's beautifully worked. That little run in behind by Tomoki Kondo, and the finish by Musashi Suzuki. There's little to smile about today for the players of Consadole Sapporo, given their relegation 24 hours ago. Well, that was a lovely goal and a lovely response. They've been so dominant at Sanfrecce. Been in command from that early goal. You just felt, though, that Sapporo were just coming more and more into the game, starting to have more influence on it. What's the threat, of course, of them being hit on the counter-attack? Is Tolgai. I feel he's the one capable of opening doors, no matter who he's playing against, the German. Nakano. Kawabe. Followed by Masumoto. Away by Park. Araki. Sasaki. Masumoto again. Tolgai. Well, that acts as like an electric shock for the home side's players. Will give them a little jolt. Moving along quite serenely at 1-0. Now will there be a few more nerves, a few wobbles after the defeats they've suffered of late. That's Kawabe battling, but he will be penalised. Well, both players were grabbing and pulling each other. Probably a little fortunate there is Siababa to get the free kick. Remember, a draw will still mean that Sanfrecce will go into the final day in the race for the title. Here's Paciencia. They've won the ball, and Sugeno saves with his body rather than his hands. It's carelessly given away. Seemed to hit the chest of the goalkeeper. Might have even caught him flush in the face. Point, of course, will take them 3 points behind Vissel Kobe. They do have a better goal difference, but it would mean Kobe would have to lose on the final day. And Sanfrecce would have to win away at Gamba. It's going to come through, but it's a good header away by Suzuki. And Sano trying to get away from Kawabe, but all over him he is, and concedes the free kick. We're into time added on at the end of this first half. Still bouncing. Still firmly behind their side. They get themselves back in front just before half-time. It's come all the way through, and it's in! Well, they all threw themselves at the ball. No one got a touch, and Higashi's delivery from way out on that touchline looks to have escaped everyone and found the back of the net. It might have a bit of fortune about it, but my oh my, it's a goal that will mean the world to those of a Sanfrecce Hiroshima persuasion. Goalkeeper seemed to wait for someone to get a touch. By the time he realised nobody had, it was in the back of the net. Made one, scored one, Shunki Higashi. And the narrative changes again. That's a big, big goal right on half-time from Higashi. Suka for Aoki. Komai can't find Suzuki. But the referees will now as to whether or not they'll play much longer in this first half. That's a good nick, Paciencia. Well, so the goalkeeper was a long way outside his penalty area. Tried to score from about 70 metres. Didn't have the legs on it. To get on the leg press machine. Komai. Well, there is the referee's whistle. To bring an end to the first half, and applause from several of the Sanfrecce Hiroshima players, thanks to Shunki Higashi scoring right on half-time after Musashi Suzuki had cancelled out Musuki Kato's opener. At one stage they were moving along calmly and serenely, the home side, but they were jolted by that goal from Suzuki. Good response though, that free kick goes all the way in from Higashi. They're back in the driving seat today, and they are looking to close that gap at the top of the table to 1 point for the final day, with a battle at the top in the race for the J-League. Important goal right on half-time means that Sanfrecce Hiroshima have the advantage here. Sanfrecce Hiroshima 2, Consadole Sapporo 1.
メイジヤスダ J リーグ画像全試合配信。J リーグのすべてここに。メイジヤスダ J リーグ内容画像。
エディオン PSW 広島にご来場の方だけにあたるスタジアム抽選会商品のご紹介です。本日の商品はこちら、松田より2024レプリカユニフォーム、カエデの木よりメープルコメジュニランシェ、マスヤゲソより商品詰め合わせ、カルビーよりありがとう乾杯寺本水産よりお弁当の期待焼きカレー、佐伯美希ゴルフチャンネルよりオリジナルコラボトートバッグ、山巻酸素より選手サインリボール、そしてサンフレッチェクラブ会員の皆様だけに当たる商品として選手サイン入り写真パネル、当選された方には登録のメールアドレスへ通知が届きます。当選された皆様、おめでとうございます。サンフレッチェ広島トップチーム ACL2 のお知らせです。12月5日木曜日、イースタン戦です。キックオフは午後5時。ぜひご来場をお待ちしております。サンフレッチェ広島レジーナ大宮アルペンシャレント戦は12月18日水曜日午後6時30分キックオフです。ぜひスタジアムにお越しいただき、選手の後押しをよろしくお願いします。
さあ、それではここで大型ビジョンにご注目ください。
サッカーは自由につながれる。仲間と幸せと成長と楽しさと仕事と勇気と熱さと彩りと生きがいと元気と憧れと感動と広島とあなたとサッカーがあるからどんなものとでも
サンフレッチェ広島のレジーナは3月の双方 V リーグ後半開幕戦にて観客動員1万人を目指すプロジェクトを始動しました。サンフレッチェ広島レジーナの自由すぎるうちをどうぞご期待ください。両チームの選手、スタッフの皆様はまもなくピッチ内ウォーミングアップ終了となります。両チームの選手、スタッフの皆様はピッチからお返しください。よろしくお願いいたします。
Well, welcome back to the EDION Peace Wing. That goal by Shunki Higashi, the second J-League goal of the season, just before half-time, means that the home side have the advantage in this game. And it means that if it stays like this, they will go into the final day fixtures just a point behind the leaders, Vissel Kobe. At one stage yesterday, it looked as though a win today and they'd be level on points with them. But for Yoshinori Muto's late goal, there's a change for the visitors at half-time and for the home side as well. Haruto Shirai will come on for Leo Osaki. Change as well with Piero Soteriu coming on, and he's on for Gonzalo Paciencia for the second half. The next 45 minutes will decide who will need what on the final day of the J-League season. Consadole Sapporo know that next week will be their final game in J1 for at least a season. Piero Soteriu has won that ball very quickly. We come on as a substitute. Managed to find Masumoto. Suga's clearance hit Masumoto. And Kato! It's just the wrong side of the post. The next goal in this game is huge. It really is. I feel if Sanfrecce can get it, they will be clear. And home for 3 points. Another Sapporo goal. Well, that really could set the nerves going. 1-1 when decides met in Sapporo earlier in the season. Shuto Nakano had put the visitors in front in that game. It was a really entertaining game as well. Super Choc levelling things up, the Thai international for Consadole Sapporo. His absence over the second half of the season through injury has been a big blow for them. Is Suzuki. Asano not quite able to take the ball in and keep the ball in significantly. He was part of that little very neat passage of play, led to the equaliser for Consadole, scored by Musashi Suzuki. No sooner were they level in the game, and Shunki Higashi's free kick went all the way in. Suga will go back to Sugeno, get it back as the charging Nakano tried to get there. Four minutes between the goals. Kato does well to find Kawabe. Soteriu. Well, his first effort was charged down, his second just wide. Wasn't far away at all. Just pulled it a little too much to Cypriot. Always had a goal in him. Go back to his time. That's really well done by Higashi. Matsumoto's ball charged down. He wasn't quite able to find Soteriu. Well, they've started the second half like your side, determined to get that third goal. Higashi will take the corner. It's a good header away under pressure from Piero Soterio. Nakano. Kawabe wasn't ever going to get there. It's cleared away by Baba. Kawabe again. Worth remembering that they went to Indonesia in the week, did Sanfrecce, playing the Asian Champions League elite. Draw. And have a game this week as well, ahead of the final games of the season. Something for them and for Wiesel to bear in mind. The sides are very, very different that do play in the Asian Champions League and play at the weekend, but players are still needed. They still have to make the travelling. That's nicely done. Towards Soterio again. Oh, the header is a fraction away from goal. Goalkeeper colliding as well with Tolgai as he came out. In truth, it looked like the goalkeeper was favourite, Tolgai winning the ball, and ended up getting an absolute whack from Sugeno. And saw one for the German. Gave it all the way through that historic winning run and that unbeaten run that Sanfrecce went on. He never got carried away, always remained calm, and he's tried to remain the same through this little losing run they've been on as well. By Soterio. We'll go back to Sugeno. Masamoto, Sasaki, Tolgai. Masamoto made a run, but he was well marshalled by Baba. That's not a good ball at all, and that's going to be a penalty. Kato picking the pocket of the goalkeeper after an awful back pass. It's a yellow card for Sugeno. It's a penalty for Sanfrecce, and really there was nothing that he could do. It's not even played blind, just didn't see Kato. And there's no doubt this one will be rubber stamped. And he won't be playing in the game in the final day of the season. He'll miss the send-off to J2, well, the veteran. That's a shame really for him. He's been such a great servant, such a loyal goalkeeper. Now they'll need him to try and perform heroics. It's a great spot by Kato. Just went and cut the goalkeeper off. Defender plays a blind ball. So Tolgai will take the responsibility. And we'll only just come back on the field after that nasty whack on the head that he got. Big moment. 7 goals he scored since signing. He came over 3 games, including a hat-trick against Tokyo. One today would be very welcome for Sanfrecce Hiroshima, and he scores it beautifully. And now they do have clear daylight. Sugeno takes the punishment. Long way back for Sapporo now. Well, he wasn't far away from it, was he? Look at that little clip down the middle, the no-look penalty. And banking on the goalkeeper, going. And saved his celebration for Toshihiro Ayoma. The most obvious penalty kick you'll ever see. Good start to the second half for Sanfrecce, rewarded. But as Mihailo Petrovic has pointed out on so many occasions this season, so often have Consadole been the masters of their own downfall with the goals they've conceded. Tolga lets that run across him, and he won't get to the second ball. Sano can't quite find a way through. That's too high. See the intention, see what they were trying to do. It wouldn't quite come off for them. Well, such has been the start to the second half. We've not having a look at the 2 teams that are out there. There's confirmation of them now going across the bottom of your picture. We'll start that one change for Sanfrecce with Piero Soterio now on up front for Gonzalo Paciencia. One change, of course, for the visitors as well now, with Osaki making way and Haruto Shirai coming on. They've been playing in J3 earlier this season. Nothing that Daiki Suga could do there to keep them all in play. Well, I'm certain there's part of them will be delighted if Sanfrecce Hiroshima can go on and win the J-League title. And today's a sad day for him, a sad day for his club. He's been down before and come back. I'm certain that that will be the first thing on his mind, certainly his forethought. Always speculation as to how much longer he will continue. That's a foul. The referee will want a word as well with Suga for the challenge on Nakano, just lent into him. A word suffices from the referee. Here's Okamura. Nakano to throw. It's all a little bit fast and frenetic at the moment. So Mikkel Skipper there just asking for someone to put the foot on the ball and try and take the sting out of the game a little. Here's Suzuki. Asano. Well, twisting one way goes the other. It's a brilliant run. Now he wants a penalty. It's a corner, nothing more. A wonderful run, wasn't it? Went one way, went the other. And then the challenge comes in there. It's by Kawabe. Legal. Referee just a little unhappy. There's a little bit of jostling taking place in the middle. Fighting for position around the penalty spot. The corner is delivered now towards Suzuki, away by Kawabe. Counter-attack is led by Piero Sotiri. Look at the goalkeeper all the way out of his penalty area, Sugeno, up towards halfway. Little unlucky there, Tomoki Kondo. Little careless from Aoki. Again, having scored again, Sanfrecce just settling down into what they hope will be a passage of possession and control. Kawabe, no better exponent of exerting control over the opposition than him being in possession of the football, that's for sure. Shotani. Nakano. One by Tolgai. Masamoto trying to help it on to Higashi. White shirts get in the way. Well, they're always game, they're always competitive. Consadole Sapporo. Too many times this season that they've been on the wrong end of games that have gone against them, whether it be defensive errors, a little bit of luck going against them. Ultimately, there's always a sense of realism and honesty about relegation, though. There's a reason why teams end up down there for so long. They did try and put a run together to claw their way out. Had some good victories as well. It's a nice ball for Suzuki. Asano. Komai. Kondo. In the end, they send them down a little bit of a blind alley. Win the ball back though really well. It was a nice little run by Yoshiyuki Kamai, but ran into a little too much traffic. Another change to try and help them get back into the game. And they're going to bring on Hiroki Miyazawa. Yuyo Asano will make way. And will come the 35-year-old. The one-club man. A player who has contributed so much to this team, this club down the years. Araki just sorted his laces out. Well, we've played 20 minutes at the start of this second half. We've had another goal for Sanfrecce Hiroshima since half-time. It puts them very much in the driving seat in this game. Just a little unfortunate to come out on the wrong side of that. Battling away with Sasaki. Araki again, just getting told by the referee he's got to go and sort himself out off the field if he needs some more running repairs. Nakano steps back into defensive position while that all takes place. There's problems with his boots. Some of those nice little new slip-on ones that some footballers are wearing now without the laces. Aoki. The home side are temporarily down to 10 men here. Aoki again. Lovely take by Kawabe. Saw the instructions from Mikkel Skibber, well, not instructions, berating his own players for maybe not just being switched on enough. There you go. Only need one boot. Doesn't matter if you've got two different ones on, you just have problems with one, so just change one. Shouldn't misidentify him now, should we? With the odd boots on. Just stand out anyway, does the big number 4 for Sanfrecce Hiroshima, Hayato Araki. Suga. Aoki. Just run out of it by Musuki Kato. What a job he's put in, what a shift he's put in. This is going to be a foul and a free kick. The challenge on Komai. A little bit more defending for the home side to do. Well, no doubt we're going to see plenty of pictures of that man between now and the final whistle. It's just a question of whether or not Toshihiro Ayama gets on the field. Remember the J-League's Player of the Year 9 years ago. What a career it's been. Long ball delivered by Aoki, away by Osako, the goalkeeper. Miyazawa, he's giving that away. Well one back. Just trying to step it up again here, the home side. So Mikkelski were thinking they just knocked off a little since getting that third goal. We won't want to open the door for Consadole again. Tomoki Kondo. It's going to come all the way through. There was an instinctive effort from Shinai. The substitute just poked out a leg and forces a save from Osako. Caught most people by surprise, not the goalkeeper. Changes just to freshen things up here for the home side. Tolgai will make way. This is 8th goal since arriving mid-season. After the hat-trick against Tokyo, the 2 of that record-breaking win against Yokohama Marinos, and 2 against Cerezo Osaka as well. He's not scored since the 22nd of September. Contributed a lot today, though. Yotaro Nakajima will come on to replace him. Again, just some fresh legs on from Mikhail Skiba's side. And to get Nakajima on. Just adds a little more, doesn't it? In that position, in that midfield area. And the 18, remember, as well, Yotaro Nakajima. This is his 11th J-League appearance. Good read by Araki, he of the odd boots. Chase that. Sugeno still has a decent turn of foot despite his 40 years and counting. Just a bit scruffy now, and this is Suzuki. The game, that is, in general, not anyone in particular. Sugeno, far from being scruffy, of course, is always immaculate. Suzuki's touch on by Shidai. Baba tried to bundle his way through, but was doing so illegally. The idea was nice. It's very similar to how they got the goal and worked their way through. And this time, the defender managed to get in the way. Reading of the game from Nakajima, the substitute. Well, it's another foul and free kick. Piero Soterio might need a little bit more treatment himself here. Komura just standing his ground, I think, is the best way to put it. And certainly let Soterio know that he was there. And the journey from Hiroshima to Osaka isn't one that's particularly far. You can guarantee that They'll be making ground in there in huge numbers. Next weekend. Cars, coaches, trains, the lot. Higashi with the delivery. It's a foul on the edge of the penalty. Of course, by most people's measures, it is quite a distance. By Japanese measures, it's not that far. Osaka, of course, about midway between Hiroshima and Tokyo. That's another foul. Masumoto, the latest player to take a fair old whack. More words from the referee, but he still waits for the call. And such a huge part of the J-League and everything that has gone with it. There's that little number 6 for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. His debut was 20 years ago. Played all the years, of course, that Petrovic was the coach here. It was really under Petrovic where he really became the leader of the team in 2008. Oh, that's a back clearance again. It's Piero Sotirio. Nakajima, this cross charge down, it will be a corner. Takuma Arano and Toya Nakamura, staples in this side over the last few years, will make way onto the field now. Park and Daiki Suga will make way. Higashi will take the corner. To get themselves another goal and crown their day. Final home game of the season. Oh, Sasaki is so close to adding it. Super leap. Came through the crowd. Can't quite keep it down. Not much in that. Nakamura. Aoki. Always hopeful more than anything. Miyazawa. Suzuki can't take the ball in and keep it, and now the counter-attack. It's across the face of goal, Piero Sotirio. Oh, it was put on a plate by Kato, and that is the 4th goal, and they are going to go out in style at home. Piero Sotirio putting all the praise and giving all the plaudits to Masuki Kato. How about this? Just waiting for the optimum moment. Perfect ball. Simplest of tasks for the Cypriot to make it 4-1. Sapporo's defence has gone AWOL. Well, it's turning into a hiding now. Well, the one thing that we are guaranteed, as well as the arrival of Ayama, is that it's going to go to the final day with Hiroshima 1 point behind Vissel Kobe. Looks quite straightforward now, it hasn't been really. Not the day that Consadole would have wanted, having been relegated yesterday. Nakamura, Aoki, Nakamura comes all the way back to Okamura, Miyazawa, Osako goes downfield. Into the final 10 minutes. Careless again, almost putting themselves into another world of trouble as it is. They've managed to come away with the ball. Arano. Nakamura, Aoki, Okamura, Nakamura can't keep it. Now the counter-attack. It's a foul by Sotirio. And so on to the moment they've all been waiting for. Ayoko Wabe will make way. It's a huge smile and a huge embrace for perhaps the best they've ever had here. Toshihiro Ayama will say his goodbye to the Sanfrecce Hiroshima players and to the supporters. A 20-year career. And this is his final home game as he retires at the end of the season. We won't want any fuss now because he's on the field, and there'll be a big goodbye and presentation for him later. Put away by Sasaki. Nakajima at the other end of his career, of course, at the age of 18. And learnt a lot from him. Had opportunities to move on and play elsewhere. Stayed with this club. Still say he's as sharp in training as he's ever been. A few of his teammates saying they're surprised he's actually decided to hang the boots up now. It was 20 years ago, 2004, that he made his bow in a J-League Cup game and scored as well. Had to wait till 2006 for his debut in the J-League itself, under Mihailo Petrovic, funnily enough. Was the real leader for them, the heartbeat of the side after being relegated, that brought them back into the top flight. Is Nakamura. Forward by Arano, cut out well. Have done that well today. The back three for Sanfrecce. Now they're off looking forward downfield. Ayama, Nakajima, Nakano from Masumoto's pass. Ayama. Nicely done. Ayama again. Higashi. Away by Okamura. Well, they're making the game look easy now at 4-1. Piero Sotirio with that goal just to put the icing on the cake really for them. Now with a little over 5 minutes remaining. It's just a question of getting themselves through, as they might get another. The effort, oh, well, that really would have taken the roof off this ground. Ayama bursting into the penalty area and having the effort on goal. Saved by someone even older than him, Takanori Sugeno. Nakajima. Nicely done by the 18-year-old. Lovely ball as well. Kato. Oh, ball towards Nakajima. Got in front of his man. And Nakamura just managed to stick out a toe. Good bit of defending, isn't it, from Toyo Nakamura? Ayama was in there as well, wasn't he? Hovering just in case. He's only had a handful of appearances over the last couple of seasons in the J-League itself. Started to wind down really after 2022. Delivery is deep. And comes up. What a strike that is! Beautiful hit. This was Shiotani. Well saved by Sugeno. Higashi. Oh, it's deflected at the near post by Suzuki. And it's just a whisker away from 5-1. Could easily have gone in. How about this for a strike? Well watched by the goalkeeper. But smiles all around today, and there's going to be one more big smile as well, because Yoshifumi Kashiwa is going to get on as well for his final taste of home football. That's a good header. That's another goal. It's a beauty. It's Piero Sotirio who comes through the crowd, and he makes it 5-1. And they are going out in style today and taking it all the way to the final day, where they still have a say in where the title will end up. Vissel Kobe will have to win on the final day. If they win at Gamburo Osaka Sanfrecce Hiroshima, they've done what they had to do today, and they've done it in style. A fifth goal and a second for Piero Sotirio. That's a lovely header. Well, it's a day that could have had tears. As it is, it's a day of smiles. Yuki Kobayashi on for Ryoto Aoki. And the other change now, apart from seeing Makoto Misuta coming on, we'll see Yoshifumi Kashiwa come on to say his farewell to Sanfrecce Hiroshima after 10 years at the club. Now, players that have been such an integral part of what this club is now. I've missed the game really. course, then went all the way through, having signed from Ventfora Kofu. Played less than 25 games all the way through in a league season. Look at what he's played as well. The amount of fixtures. This today, and his goodbye game, his 444th appearance. That's in the top flight, remember, he had that season away. Kato, who's got many more good ones at the top flight left to come, you'd imagine. It is worth pointing out as well, as we head towards stoppage time, that this is a Sanfrecce Hiroshima side that lost Yuki Ohashi, having joined the club for this season, scoring goals like there was no tomorrow, who then moved to England. They had to try and replace his goals and brought in the likes of Tolgai and Paciencia to try and do that. But they've maintained their title run without his goals. It's been a stunning effort for them. Really good run again. The ball comes across goal. Arano can't get on the loose ball inside the penalty area. Okamura, Nakamura, it's a good challenge. Ayama. Kashiwa. We've not quite got the legs he once had to get down that touchline like he used to. That looks a foul. Well, there's 4 minutes being added on here. Game long since over as a contest. One stage when Sapporo levelled the game on 42 minutes. You wondered how Sanfrecce would respond given the troubles they've had of late. It's been an emphatic response and a good response. And now they're off looking for a 6th goal. Makoto Misuta will take the free kick. The goalkeeper is coming. Ayama returning the ball, but there was a foul in there anyway. Sasaki getting a bang on the head. Noticeable that Sasaki surrendered the armband to Ayama as soon as he came on. An ultimate mark of respect for the Sanfrecce Hiroshima legend that he is. A couple of minutes to go. Arano. When we talk about the importance of what this means to Sanfrecce Hiroshima, it is worth remembering the disappointment for the visitors. Well, they're trying to make it even more disappointing. Kato! Well, that's unlike him. Just dragged it a little in the end. Doesn't Sotiriou do well? He spots him and picks him out brilliantly. Kato tried to be too precise. Well, Kato got him off and running today. With a really sweet goal from Higashi's lovely delivery. Higashi getting the second himself. Free kick went in all the way from the touchline after Musashi Suzuki had scored. Now they're off looking for a 6th. Mitsuta again. And on! Oh, it's off the post for Kashiwa. His final home game won't end with a goal. Kobayashi. Shirai. The touch was by Suzuki, but straight through to Osako. And they'll take their time now. Wow, that would have been some story to go out on. last touch goal. Ayama nearly scored himself, having come on as a substitute. Well, you don't imagine there's going to be great celebrations in a moment. Just acknowledgement that it's job done and on to next week. Remember, they will start second favourites. If Gambaro Osaka can beat them or draw with them, then it will take it out of their hands, really. Vissel Kobe would only need a draw to win the title on the final day. It's another free kick to finish the game with. Misuta with the delivery. Well, the final whistle has gone, and it's job done for Sanfrecce Hiroshima today. 2 goals for Piero Sotirio, easing their passage. Ayama nearly got one, so too today's fellow retiree Yoshifuma Kashiwa towards the end. But there are no celebrations, there are no great hysteria about their achievement today in a 5-1 victory in the final home game of the season. There's a respect for the visitors as well, for Mihailo Petrovic and his side, who will depart down to J2 at the end of the season, the former Sanfrecce Hiroshima manager. But for the home side, they've done what they had to do. They're a point behind Vissel Kobe. It's going down to the final week. Who will want to miss that? Sanfrecce Hiroshima 5, Consadole Sapporo 1. Well, there were moments in that game that you thought it was going to be tough for Sanfrecce Hiroshima, particularly when that equaliser went in for Musashi Suzuki from the newly relegated Consadole Sapporo. But certainly they stepped it up in the second half, and there was only ever going to be one winner. Those 2 goals for Piero Sotirio, and a really good job done for the home side, who must now know that they're a point behind Vissel Kobe to go into the final week of the season. They have 68 points and a better goal difference. Vissel Kobe have 69, and Machida Zelvia aren't out of it themselves. If Vissel and Sanfrecce lose next week and Machida win, they will be champions first of J2 and then J1 in successive seasons. Quite the achievement. Next week, of course, Vissel Kobe hosts Shonan Bellmare. It's Gambaro Osaka against Sanfrecce Hiroshima, and Machida Zelvia are away at Kashima Antlers. Tears, though, for those who have followed Consadole Sapporo all season. Disappointment and despair. They were down before today, and today will feel like a knife through the heart of those players and their supporters. But of course, for these players, they finished their home games on a high. Can they get the ultimate high in a week's time of becoming champions of the J-League? That's the ultimate test for them. Let's hear from Mitsuki Kato.
スタジアムのサポーターの皆さん、サンフレッチェ広島、加藤松木選手にお越しいただきました。おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
勝利の瞬間、ホイッスルの瞬間、こう噛みしめるようなそんな表情をされていらっしゃいました。この勝利、今どう受け止めていらっしゃいますか？
素直にとても嬉しいですし、優勝を目指す上でここ絶対勝たなくちゃいけない試合だったので、本当に1試合通していいサッカーができたと思います。
本当に大きな貴重な先制ゴール